Hey again, still me, talking about my favorite thing, joy. But it's tough out there. Paul wrote all these things in Philippians from behind bars, but he still managed to write things like this. Philippians 1, 12 through 14. And I want you to know, my dear brothers and sisters, that everything has happened to me here has helped me spread the good news. For everyone here, including the whole palace guard, knows that I am in chains because of Christ. And because of my imprisonment, most of the believers here have gained confidence and boldly speak God's message without fear. You know, as they say, the hater's gonna hate, but baby, I'm just gonna shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off,
Hey friends, I'm Adam, and maybe this is our first time meeting. And if that's so, hi, welcome, glad you're here. And even though maybe we are just meeting, I bet I have something that we share in common, at least a bunch of us anyway, and that is this. I love going to Disney. I love it. I grew up near it, so ever since I was like a little kid, it's been a place that has just brought me a ton of joy. It's the rides, it's the junk food, the parades, the fireworks, it's all the best. But there is one thing that can ruin a perfectly good Disney day faster than just about anything else. You know what it is? Rain. It's crazy. It turns perfectly reasonable people into monsters. Like I've seen these normal moms just all of a sudden turn into speed walking zombies, pushing around their little weaponized strollers like they just robbed Cinderella Castle. It's insane. Well, the last time that I went to Disney, dude, I got stuck in a crazy sudden downpour. It went from like beautiful, sunny day, perfect weather to Noah's Ark instantly. It was crazy. 2 seconds in, my feet were already soaked. My socks were all soggy. 5 seconds in, my hoodie smelled like a wet dog. 10 seconds in, it looked like I had swum all the way to Princess Hall. Bananas. I didn't ask for it, you guys. I didn't plan for it. I didn't even see it coming. But the rain hit. And let me tell you the truth. It's a lot easier to feel joyful when the rides are all running, the sun is shining, and I'm not trying to snuggle up to Olaf to stay warm. But you know what? Life kind of works the same way, doesn't it? Like, you could be cruising along, having a great day. The skies are sunny and beautiful when all of a sudden, without much notice, the storm just rolls in on you. Maybe you didn't even expect it. It's like you studied for a test, but you still failed. Or your parents are just fighting all the time. Or you don't make the team. Or you're struggling with this new anxiety and you don't know what to do. Or maybe you've even lost something or someone that you cared a whole lot about. You didn't ask for it. You didn't prepare for it, but man, the storm hit and it hurt. And now you're just left standing in the middle of it. And you're like, how will I ever find joy in all this rain? Well, that is exactly the question that we're looking to the book of Philippians to help give us some guidance and answers for. You know, we've been in this series called Joy, and we're basing it in the book of Philippians, which was written by this guy named Paul. Maybe you've heard of him. The truth is, when you read this book, it's kind of crazy because it was written while Paul was in jail. Like literally. This guy's life looked like it had gone off the rails, like it had spun completely out of control. But man, when you read the words he wrote in the book of Philippians, there is this joy that is so evident that it comes off the page at you while you read this short book. It's incredible. And just a few moments ago, you heard our friend on the screen. He read Philippians chapter 1, verses 12 through 14. And it talked about as Paul was reflecting on his experiences. He was saying like, Man, even though I've been going through all this terrible stuff, all that has happened to me, the storm I'm living through, all of it has actually helped spread the message of Jesus all along. You know, I think that something remarkable was happening to Paul. He was starting to see that his pain wasn't pointless, not at all. God gave it purpose. His pain wasn't pointless. God gave it purpose. You guys, that's something that he was reflecting on as he goes along and reads in Philippians chapter 1, verse 20. Listen to this reflection. It's remarkable. For I fully expect and hope that I will never be ashamed, but that I will continue to be bold for Christ as I have been in the past, and that my life will bring honor to Christ, whether I live or die. Guys, Paul had his eyes fixed on something that was beyond his prison cell. He knew that God was doing something in the midst of his storm. He knew his storm wasn't gonna last, but the impact that his life made, that could last forever. And that brought him such joy. But what about you? Right now, right where you are. Some of you are going through a pain, a storm that I can't even imagine. You have no idea how you're gonna come out the other side of it. And if that's you, man, I'm sorry. I want you to know that you're in a place right now where we care for you and we wanna walk with you through whatever you're going through. For others of you though, it's like cruising along, beautiful day, sunshine, but let me just shoot you straight, dude. The rain comes for us all. Someday, you're gonna be stuck in it. So the question is, how do you prepare to hold on to your joy when the storm hits? Well, I think that Paul's example, it actually kind of gives us two things that are very worth remembering. The first is this: when the rain hits, seek shelter. Psalm chapter 46, verse 1 says this: God is my refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. That day at Disney, when I got stuck in the rain, our first instinct was just to run, was to get to shelter as fast as we could. And when we did, honestly, that's when things started to look up for us, really. And for Paul, Jesus was his shelter. Paul stayed connected to Jesus in the midst of his storm through prayer, through maintaining his connection with other believers, by continuing to do the things he knew were right, and by keeping his eyes fixed on his purpose. Guys, lean in. Listen. Jesus is not asking you to be tough. He's not asking you to pretend everything is okay. He's not asking you to calm the storm. He's just asking you to come close to him so he can. The second thing that I want you to remember today is this: storms don't last, but your impact can. Guys, storms, they come and go. Throughout your life, you'll see them, you'll go without them. The rain will come, the rain will go, but the impact that your life can have on others, guys, that can last forever. And just like Paul, man, when we keep our eyes fixed on our purpose, it's unbelievable to see the impact that we can have on other people in their storms. You know, the book of Philippians isn't the only book that Paul wrote. He wrote several others. One of them is called 2 Corinthians. And in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4, I want you to hear these words that I think is going to be an encouragement to you. He comforts us in all our troubles so that we can comfort others. When they are troubled, we will be able to give them the same comfort God has given us. Guys, when we keep our eyes focused on our purpose, I think you're going to be absolutely amazed at the impact your life can have on others, especially when they're going through a storm of their own. Guys, for those of you whose parents are fighting all the time, maybe God is building in you a strength as you get through that so you can walk with another friend someday and support them when their parents are going through something similar. Or for others of you, man, you're going through this anxiety right now, but maybe God he's developing a dependence in you so that you will have the strength to show others the way through their own anxiety. Or God forbid you lose someone that you love so much. What if God can use your grief to help walk alongside someone else who is experiencing the very same thing someday? Guys, you'll never know the impact that only your life can make when you allow God, you trust Jesus to turn your pain into purpose to make an impact on so many others around you. But imagine with me that it's not just you living that way. Imagine for a second that it's all of us. That it's junior hires throughout the valley who don't let our storms define us, who don't let our worst days isolate us. And in the very room you're in right now, when someone walks into that room carrying their own rain cloud, man, they're gonna find a group of students who are willing to walk with them through the worst of it. What happens when that happens is joy. It's joy for you. It's joy that you bring to others. We can find joy even in the rain. When we trust Jesus, we seek shelter in Him, and we keep our eyes fixed on what He wants to do through it. You guys, it's possible to find joy in the rain because we know that in all things, God is working for the good of those of us who love Him and are called according to His purpose for us.